Sam Smith now trying to get possession of this puck. Mark Smith around, and Clark will retrieve it. Galbraith trying to open up Clark here if he can. Galbraith, nice service there, shot, and it's a goal. And there it is. They were waiting, and Clark was the man who finally pulled the trigger. As Galbraith rolled out and quick service, Clark makes no mistake from there as he takes a one-time shot right through the 5-hole. The Panthers on the board first. Here's the Panthers slowly up. Chipped on play, Weller. And he's able to control it. Michel with that little cute move. And it goes to nowhere, though. McRae, and there's got to be a penalty there, and Lapine is going to get penalized this time. The Devils will have a power play chance here at 7:43. And this game right now, there's just not much flow or much going on in it. It's a little bit sort of static, right, to get it to them. And there's penalties on both sides here. Tyler Michel looks like he's going to be penalized now. And Mike Hicks is going to be giving him. There's the big hit from Tyler Michel on Dan E. Myers. And it is a thumping blow. And I think Tyler Michel has gone to the box. Good shot there, ripping by Weller. But it's not in a position for the Devils to make anything of the rebound. And again, they're back, and that power play is over, and not much happened. Here's a play. Beerbrier scores right on through as his penalty shot was coming, and Beerbrier with determination finds a way through Kowalski, and we're level at 1. Even strength goal at the end of the power play. Beerbrier right now is the man with the hot hand. And he's waiting for some support. This is a nice setup play as Nielsen bumps into his cohort on the Devils, player coach Jared Adams. But now the Panthers are down in the corner. And there's going to be a penalty now coming up. And it's going to be against the Panthers as Weller. A little bit of a slash coming on there. And it's Nielsen and Weller as Nielsen gets his stick in. And there seems to be some chatting going on between Nielsen and Weller. And that would be interesting to see that develop. And it's a power play now coming up. Neither team really wanting to open it up too much and are being a little bit careful, not wanting to make that mistake that could open up this game. The Devils, who gave up that first goal, and that was that man there, Clark, do not want to give up the lead again. Levers. Oh, and it's a 2-on-1 potential chance. Nikolaev, and it's Galbraith in and around. He's going to be penalized. I think it's going to be Jared Adams for interference. And it's a quick play made. And I think it is Adams who will get the interference call against Galbraith. And I thought he had established his position pretty well. And Jared Adams is frustrated. And you can certainly understand why, because it is a very, marginal call. And they got a number of players who will elect to shoot it on the one-time option. Here's McRae, and what a play by Nielsen in fairness. But it's Beerbrier picks it up. Beerbrier's got room and daylight. Rebound chance. Weller, what a save. There's a penalty coming up against the Panthers. And that was like the Harlem Globetrotters. The Devils moving it around behind the back and back against the flow drop passes. They are able to push the Nottingham Panthers into taking a penalty. It's Jay Galbraith, who is still having some words with referee Mike Hicks as he goes to the box. And he will be the man penalized on this play. And it's Billy Ryan. Just lays it off to the outside. Nikolaev has got more room and is looking for a pass that is finally there as Billy Ryan receives it. Phil Hill hits his man, Stephen Lee. And there's Tyler Michel just squeezing out Bellamy and just out-muscling him. But Bellamy and Michel are going to go, and I don't think so at the end. Bellamy takes exception to Tyler Michel. Michel's smart enough to stay out of it. And nothing happens there, and I'd be surprised if Bellamy doesn't get penalized, and he does. I can't believe that Tyler Michel is going to get penalized as well. And it looks like it is Bellamy for sure. Is it Tyler Michelle as well? And Michelle just skating around. And we're waiting to see what's going to be called. And Tyler Michelle, I think, has been able to avoid taking a penalty. And maybe he's going to stay out of the penalty box. But nope, he goes in. And he does. He just trades it off and makes the easy call, does referee Mike Hicks. Calls them both. Put it around. And this is Bellamy getting work. There's a chance there and a cross-check as Ryan cross-checks. I think it's Sammy Smith, potentially, who gets hit hard and shooken up on the play. Haven't seen a power play for a while. Very limited calls in this third period. And referee Mike Hicks allowing these teams to try and decide this one for themselves. Finnerty, this is a good chance, but Hill was never in a position really to shoot it. Good control by Adams. This is back down, and this is better for the Devils. They just need to keep asking questions. Finnerty needs to be careful with slash, and he's able to turn it around, but it's going to be a penalty, and I talk about that. And Finnerty, who is just excessive. And Nielsen almost gets himself into trouble. And Galbraith is released up the ice, and Galbraith still going. This is Levers, trouble, and a rebound chance there as Finnerty is frustrated there at the end and will be making his way to the penalty box. And he's still ranting at referee Mike Hicks. Just tracking down and trying to close space and not make anything easy for these Panthers. Nikolaev is able just to skate forward. He's still going, and they're going to draw that penalty. And there's been penalties, and that one I'm surprised is called. Slashing he'll call on Matt. The Devils, who are been able to get the momentum a little bit here now, but they need to be careful. They got a good favorable bounce there as the door was open. It hit the sill of the door. Hill will drive one, and Voth will pick up the rebound inside the offensive zone. Here's a chance for Billy Ryan. He's got a breakaway straight on in the Devils. What a save by Lyle as he closes the door. And what looked to be an opening was closed real quick by Lyle as he closes those pads. And this one again, a back-to-back save from Stevie Lyle as he takes the plaudits for this shift here for the Devils. So a penalty shootout. These players would have been determined before we even went into this extra time period. And we will see just who both teams select. The Nottingham Panthers will shoot first. Stevie Lyle's good on the breakaways. Although, if you remember, the Devils lost last year's playoff championship in this exact fashion on penalty shots, and it was Evan Chevrolet with a left-hand shot who went up over the glove-hand side and made a tremendous finishing play. But listen and feel it in here. The drama, the theater is special now. It's going to be Galbraith who'll go first, and Galbraith, who assisted on the only Nottingham Panthers goal to David Clark, is right there up with Scotty Matska in the league in scoring. Galbraith slowly makes his way in. He looks to shoot. He goes to backhand. What a nice play as Galbraith makes it look very easy indeed. A very patient, controlled, and finish from Galbraith, and has put the Devils up, or Devils down by the one goal. McRae was going to come out against Kowalski and look to equal that initial attempt. Stuart McRae approaches calmly and controlled, and he comes right in on Kowalski. A chance. Oh, what a finish from Stuart McRae. Oh, boy. He looked like he was going backhand, and it was silky quality from McRae. Boy, oh boy, that was sweet as a nut. And it's going to be Billy Ryan. Billy Ryan now, and Stevie Lyle has got a reprieve, a chance to try and give his team the opportunity to go ahead with the next shot. Billy Ryan with some good speed straight ahead. He has got natural good speed. He's right down the middle, and Lyle is able to just to hold him. And Ryan actually loses possession of the puck, and John Pele, where and when do we need you? We need you now. The Cardiff Devils, he's been scoring all year, but this is possibly the biggest goal of the year potentially coming up for John Pele. He waits for the whistle. The whistle sounds, and off goes John Pele up against Kowalski. In and out, he looks, he's got an option, and it's taken away comfortably by Kowalski as Pele tried to open him up, and Kowalski said no. Last shooter is going to be Beauregard. Beauregard will shoot the puck, and I suspect he's more of a shooter than he is a deke, looking to make the move. Stevie Lyle is up against Beauregard now for the final shot. And Beauregard, and aggressively, is able to finish in style, as Lyle really kind of didn't quite have control of his position in goal, and makes the extra move, and the shuffle step of Beauregard beats him clean. Here comes Bierbrier, a big goal at the most important of times. Bierbrier, who scored the first one tonight for the Devils, a chance to score the second one. He does! It goes off the back of Kowalski, and we're level. What a break from the Devils there. Off both posts and off the back of Kowalski, and Bierbrier scores a big one. My goodness, back around again. We come to the top of the dial, and it's Galbraith, who scored effortlessly against Lyle in the first shot. Here he comes again. Look how far Lyle's out this time. He's there, and no, he's not the score this time. Lyle, who challenges and looks big, and now here comes Stuart McRae, who was gifted in his first goal as he came in, looked to go to the backhand, and he tucked it in on the short side on the forehand. Here we go, as McRae will be having an option here. He'll look as he comes in and out. He's going to have a chance to finish. Whoa, he does! What an absolute finish to McRae, and the Devils win in shots to keep their Elite League title hopes alive. Stuart McRae, the Messiah. In 10-11 can do no wrong, and he continues to do it right for the Cardiff Devils with a finish, and it was absolutely brilliant. Top corner on Kowalski, and Stuart McRae is a man to remember here in the moment when you need him most. He delivers for the Devils. The Devils win tonight in a shootout. McRae scores 2, Bierbrier does as well. But it's that final shot by McRae that's the difference. And a shootout win. The Devils 3, Nottingham Panthers 2. And 2 points go to what is still a title race now at the top between the Sheffield Steelers and the Cardiff Devils. You saw the drama. You felt it here tonight in the Bay. It was a thriller, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Brent Pope for Devils TV. We'll see you next time.